I already hear the anger in the comments. What the hell is a Tesla Minimalist? Well, I'm going to explain it to you. I just ordered a brand new Tesla Model Y Juniper, all-wheel drive, dual motor, long range, white on white. And how much did I pay for it? Well, I paid about $46,000 for it altogether. That's a lot of money for a minimalist, huh? Well, it's actually not. You know, I've owned cars all my life, and I'm certainly old enough to know what's a good deal and what's a bad deal. And I am, at heart, a minimalist in the sense that I don't like wasting money on things. I could probably live in a house 4 times the size of the one I live in. I could have 10 cars instead of, 2 cars and one for my daughter, all of which are used. The newest car I own is this 2022 Model 3, and we need another car. Now, why is Tesla a minimalist car? I have 78,000 miles, I believe. I'll put it up on the screen, actually, on this current vehicle. 1 set of tires in that entire time. And it's due for another set probably in another 5,000-6,000 miles. I'm going to guess. I'm guessing. The only other thing that I have put into this car is windshield washer fluid. Now, when I purchased this, I purchased full self-driving, which was a big investment at that time. I knew it was. I knew it was really expensive, and I didn't care because I'm an investor in Tesla. And if you know anything about investing, or if you know anything about business, I know some of you have your own businesses. You understand that you have to invest for the long haul. Sometimes when you invest in something, it takes you years to get a return on that investment. And that return has to be valuable. So one of the gifts that I got from Tesla by purchasing this new Model Y is, first of all, I have a trip that I do 3 times a week for my business. It's 214 miles round trip. And I go and I come home the same day. I charge my Tesla at my home. It drives me there and it drives me around. It does whatever I need to do. And then it drives me home. And I'm usually sitting in the car, arms folded, watching YouTube videos or catching up on the day's news, or maybe I'm making videos. Sometimes I make videos while I'm driving, if you've been watching this channel long enough. Full self-driving, and obviously I'm older, I don't get tired when I have full self-driving. So when I come home, I'm not exhausted. And here's the real kicker. If I didn't have full self-driving, I would probably need to stay overnight in a hotel. Or I would probably need to have an apartment or accommodations up there. And I don't need that now because of full self-driving. So the gift that Model Y, that Tesla gave me with the new Model Y is, they are actually allowing me to transfer the full self-driving from this vehicle to the new vehicle. Now, there's 2 things that are great about that. Number one, that $12,000 that I paid in 2022, it's transferring over. And if you want to add up the amount of money I've saved on hotels and hassle and being exhausted, you can. As far as I'm concerned, I'm ahead of the game already. But I can guarantee you that the fact that that's going on to the new car, I can get who knows how many more years of being able to do the same thing. And nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow, but hopefully there are a few more years of this that I'm going to get to do. And also, the car that I have, the current car, is hardware, what we call hardware 3. So my version of full self-driving is 12.6.4. I think it's absolutely amazing. But the people who already have the hardware for cars are telling me that I have no idea about what amazing is. So my new car has hardware 4. And I am absolutely over the moon about that, because I literally do not have to do a thing. I put in the address from my driveway. I swipe on the screen like this, swipe up or down, whatever it is. Up, I think it's up on the screen. And then I just sit back. My car will reverse out of the driveway. It will take me to my destination. I do not have to intervene unless I pull over for a cup of coffee, which I usually do. And I usually stop on the way back also for a water or something, or sometimes a little snack. But if I don't do that, it takes me from my driveway to my business, and it parks me in the parking space. Now, for me, that is a huge, huge savings. And also, in case you don't know, I save about $100 a month on gas, like fuel, petrol, gasoline. I know there's a lot of people that watch me from England. I save about $100 a month on fuel costs by charging at home. So I don't even need the supercharger network. The other thing I've been doing lately is I've been attending a lot of Tesla events. Now, some of those are, for instance, in Florida, and there's one that's in Tennessee. And I drive to them 5 hours, 6-hour drive, 7-hour drive, depending on where it is. That is beautiful for me. It's so much easier than flying. I have my own car, and I've saved the last bonus for last. I don't know if you realize this, but most of the time when I'm traveling, I'm by myself. My family doesn't travel with me, especially to the Tesla events. I will be literally camping in my Model Y. Model Y is the perfect Tesla for camping in. Cybertruck is also. But Model Y, every Tesla, as you know, has camp mode. So you can sleep in your car overnight, and you can set the temperature just like you would set the thermostat in your home. So they also there's some aftermarket companies that sell mattresses for the back of the Model Y. The seats fold forward. You can buy aftermarket window shades for your Model Y. There are refrigerators you can purchase for your Model Y that plug in underneath the sub-trunk in the back. As you know, you have what we call a frunk, which is, there is no motor, obviously. So when you lift up the hood, that's the frunk. And then there's a compartment there where you can put whatever you want there. You can put clothing, you can put storage, you can put a cooler. You can actually just fill it with ice. And it has a drain plug. So you could have drinks in there. You could have whatever you want. So let's say you're going for a couple of overnights, or you're going for whatever. I also have a Planet Fitness membership, so I can shower, while I'm on the road. And there are many options for showering as well. And I will be doing videos on all this stuff. But just so you know, just because you go out and buy a Tesla doesn't mean that you're squandering money on some extravagant product. That Model Y is perfect for me. You know, I always wanted, for years I had motorhomes, I had RVs. I loved camping. I went to tons and tons of NASCAR races. And most recently, when I was trying to decide what vehicle I wanted, the thing that kept playing over and over and over in my head was, like, for instance, I wanted a van, and then I wanted a motorhome, and then I didn't want the motorhome because that's too big. So then I wanted a van, but I wanted it to be stealthy, so I didn't want people to know that I was sleeping in the van. And then the van doesn't have air conditioning, and then it doesn't have heat proper. So, you know, I kept going back to the Tesla. Well, I have camp mode in the Tesla, and I can sleep in the Tesla, and all these different things. But the main thing about Tesla is the full self-driving. I'm telling you right now, if you have never tested full self-driving, you need to go test drive a Tesla. By the way, there's a link in my description, and I'll put it in this video also, where you can use that link and you can set up a test drive. If you decide to purchase a vehicle, you get a little discount. And you get a discount on all Tesla products. And they don't believe me. They give me a few points towards merchandise. It's not like I make an enormous amount of money on it. But, I mean, how many people do you know that do YouTube videos selling cars that they get nothing for? I mean, that's how great this car is. I believe that when you get something good, or when you're doing something that you really enjoy, and you find a product or you find a service, you find a plumber that you really like, whatever it is, you should tell people about it. You should share that information. So I'm sharing that information with you today, that I have purchased a Model Y, brand new. I consider myself a minimalist. Now, you can argue with me all day long on that, but the amount of money that I will save by using that automobile for overnight stays, for full self-driving, to go for a 2-hour trip, round trip, so 4 hours on a daily basis, saving money by charging my car at my home. Tell me that's not minimalism. Tell me it's not. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, please share, and leave a comment down below. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm completely off the grid on this. No pun intended. But I'm telling you, if you own a Tesla, and if you experience full self-driving, you will absolutely never, ever have a desire to drive another car. Don't take it from me. Go test drive one, and then get back to me. Thanks for watching.